Although the drive test examiners are still on strike, some drive test centers have reopened, like this one here in Brampton, offering limited services. I've come to a local Tim Hortons in Mississauga to find out if coffee drinkers here have been won over by the fact that the HST tax won't be taxed for their coffees. Even day-to-day drivers are confused about why the gas prices are going up and down so much. Let's see what Sheridan students have to say. Good morning and welcome to Eye on Sheridan. I'm Nareem Kadem.
And I'm Cece Crawford.
What is the effect of Abdullah removing himself from the election? How does it affect the country?
Withdrawing Abdullah from election, it will not affect anything in Afghanistan because it's one person, as it was his personal choice. But if he wants, he can create a lot of chaos in Afghanistan because in the northern Afghanistan, he has a lot of influence. The election will go by all means in Afghanistan, even if Abdullah is getting out of the election process.
Now, is he a danger for peace then in Afghanistan?
We have to go back to their histories on that during the jihad period, what they did in Afghanistan and how they played the whole game in the situation in that region, you know. They could be a danger for peace because still they have their own people, their own weapons, their everything, you know, they have a control in Afghanistan, they could be.
Coming live from Nareem, who's outside with us. Nareem?
Yes, thank you, Nathan. I'm standing outside the Toronto Police Headquarters where we have just received results from Toronto Police Chief Bill Blair. He released results from a survey that was distributed twice, once last year and once this year in May. 11,500 surveys were distributed asking what they thought of police presence in high schools. And so far, 67% of the students reported that they had good or excellent relations with the police officers, and almost all of the students, 9 in 10 students, felt that they were safer with the police presence in their schools.
So what do the police intend on doing these next few months?
Well, in these next few months, what they have done is they have increased their police presence from 29 officers, and they have made it to 50 officers now all around the Toronto region in the high schools there to basically enforce the security of the students and make them feel safer because they feel that a place of learning such as a high school should only be for that and that students should not have to worry about their safety.
That wraps it up for us at Eye on Sheridan. Have a great day.
Yes, thank you, Zoraida. I'm standing in front of Bramalea City Centre where fears of a recession don't seem to be slowing down shoppers. With less than 2 weeks to go until Christmas, shoppers are swarming to snag rock-bottom prices. Many businesses know that consumers will be watching their wallets a little bit more closely this holiday season and are offering big bargains. With less than 2 weeks left to go until Christmas, there are still 1/3 of people who have yet to begin their holiday shopping. Zoraida, have you started your shopping yet? A new program called Papercut NG will pop up a box showing a $10 balance remaining on their accounts. The project was first put in place school-wide because of the rise in paper expenses and the amount of printer paper being wasted.
Our budget was increasing in terms of how much we were spending on paper. This is the paper stacked on the floor. It's over 5 feet high of paper that was wasted coming out of one printer in 1 month.
We came to the Sheridan Learning Commons to find out what students think about the new printing crackdown.
I like the program, how it tells you that this is how many trees you've just wasted by the amount that you just printed.
Yeah, because we're paying so much and then we're getting we have to pay for printing every time.
Staff is hoping that Sheridan students will become more conscious of the waste they are creating at Sheridan. I'm Nareem Kadem, Sheridan TV News, Oakville. The lockdown here at Sheridan was sparked by a microphone stand that looks like this. And since then, there have been substantial changes to improve security here at Sheridan.
Good afternoon, Focus Security.
Up until the lockdown, we used the fire PA system, and we recognized that there were some weaknesses.
The solution was Siren.
The Siren system is actually, it's a tool that allows us to connect or communicate with any network-enabled device. In the event of emergency, someone can press a button and it'll fire off and synchronize and send communication events out to all these devices.
We asked Sheridan students if they feel any safer, especially after last year's lockdown.
They just ran the lockdown and everyone hiding behind the desk. But if that happens, the security gonna do a good job. I believe so.